When you realize who you truly are, then everything that you desire is yours. Because there is an unbelievable power, immense creativity, an infinite possibility that you have access to when you are in alignment with your true self. And you see, no matter what you desire to create, to manifest, to become, to experience in this life, in this three-dimensional reality, is merely a symbol of what you truly desire, which is yourself. You see, you've probably heard this expression before, that you are what you seek, because you are at the source of everything that you desire. No matter how big, no matter how significant, no matter how grand it is available to you right now. And that's the truth of manifestation, is that it is instant, because all of creation exists simultaneously. And it is up to you, consciousness, and the energy that you have at your disposal to experience whatever you desire right here, right now. And that's just it. Whatever the symbol is that you seek, there is a reality that is here within you right now that is available to be experienced. And we only create this seeming delay within reality, in space and in time, to create this symbol of our desire when we overcomplicate it and outsource it, when we put it on the horizon, out here, on the other side of what we need to achieve or become, because we're overlooking the truth about what it is that we desire, which is to be the creator of our reality. And to be the creator of your reality is to express the infinite capacity of your creativity right here, right now, without limitation, without condition, without hesitation, without anything needed in order for you to be able to do that right now. And you see, no matter what it is, whether it's a mansion, whether it's a perfect partner, whether it's $1 million, whatever the symbol is, whatever the form is, there is an expression, there is an experience, there is a version of that that is available here and now. And until you become the master of your reality here and now and allow yourself to experience it here and now, and allow yourself to create it here and now, you won't allow yourself to manifest the grandiosity of that vision. Because what you truly desire is to be able to harness your creativity, to be able to express your imagination, to be able to move as the creator here and now, unencumbered, unbridled, unlimited. And you see, that is pure possibility in action. And so if you want that mansion, there is a reality here and now through your inspired action where you get to experience that version of you, that reality right now. It starts as a feeling. What would it feel like to be in that reality? And if you wholly immerse yourself in that feeling, in that frequency, you embody that vibration, then what comes is your limiting beliefs, which must be changed, must be altered, must be made congruent with that reality in order for the relative manifestations, which are the bridge to that reality, to start coming to you. Maybe what happens is you get an invitation to go and stay at a friend's house, which is a sort of mansion. Or maybe you get invited to a party where there is this mansion where you get to experience that reality. Maybe you get to build up to that reality in the way that is congruent to the way that your soul wants to grow and expand and evolve into your embodiment and mastery of you being the creator of your reality. And you see, I see it all too often that people just want to win the lottery. They just want to manifest this thing. And it's really coming out of a pain. It's coming out of a void. It's coming out of a sense of lack. And it's coming out of, in truth, fear. the fear of actually being you, the fear of actually owning your power, the fear of actually being successful by expressing yourself, by getting outside of your comfort zone. You see, that's what your soul wants. Your soul doesn't want these superficial symbols. It doesn't matter. When you leave this three-dimensional reality, you don't take these with you. But what you take with you is the knowledge, the wisdom, the love, the experience that you've garnered through this lifetime of cultivating the power and the creativity, the sheer possibility that is your multidimensional reality as your true self. And to come into this three-dimensional realm with all its seeming limitations, with its seeming delay, with its seeming obstacles and interferences, and to be so wholly devoted to mastering your true self, your creative capacity, everything that you desire as being an experience here and now, and being steadfast in the creation, the unfolding of that, to be the three-dimensional reality that gets manifest. That is what your soul wants. It wants you as a fractal of it to open up to more of it as that multidimensional self, which has simultaneous parallel lifetimes and a wealth of experience and knowledge and infinite creative, abundant resources that are yours. They are at your fingertips if you are to only open up to the truth of what you desire, which is to know yourself, to be able to embody and therefore act upon that inspiration, that intuition, that intelligence, that instinctual connection with who you truly are. And you see, that is when manifestation is instantaneous, because it is through your creativity that anything is available to you here and now, whether it's purely in your imagination as an experience, a visual, mental experience, or whether it is being creative in your current circumstance to create the experience of that, or whether it is by demonstrating your creativity by connecting with other people, by reaching out, by putting things together, connecting the dots so that you can experience some version of that, or whether it's by literally acting on your inspiration to create that manifestation here. Doesn't matter what approach you take, it is all possible. And it is only possible to the extent that you believe it is possible. So the limits of your potential are actually your own imagination, to what you allow yourself to believe in. And that's the beautiful part about this, is that whatever you say is what it is. And whatever you believe is possible is what is possible. But what's actually possible is always beyond what you believe is possible. Really think about that for a second. The sheer immense truth of the infinite possibility that this moment is always eludes and escapes the mental framing of what is possible. Because what we think is possible is always in reference to what we've known, to what we've experienced, to what we believe. But all of those are the limitations on an infinite, simultaneous potential that is this moment. And you are that. And when you come into alignment with that, when you realize that, then you open up the doors and the portals and the floodgates to that multidimensional truth of who you are, to provide resources, inspiration, little nudges of intuition, guidance, synchronicities, relationships, opportunities that show up out of nowhere, that lead you down the path of least resistance to that manifestation being a reality here, now, in whatever form is relatively accessible here and now. And to the extent that you shift your beliefs will be the extent to which the grandiosity of that vision is manifest here and now. And so if you don't experience what it is that you desire, you only have your own beliefs, your own self-concept, your own paradigm of a perspective to take responsibility for in order to change your experience and circumstance. For you are the creator of your reality. And as the creator, there is no one else, nothing else creating your reality. That is why taking responsibility for your circumstance, for your life, for your own experience, and everything that is within it, because nothing is apart from it, is what allows you to open up more to that truth of who you are, and therefore be ever more supported, ever more guided, ever more provided for by that truth of who you are, that sheer possibility of all that you are, being a reality, being an identity, being the you that you know yourself to be here and now. And that is an unshakable, untouchable, unfuckwithable conviction and faith that allows you to create whatever you desire. And so, what are you waiting for? That's the only question that really remains. And it's not meant to be a pressure, it's meant to be an inquiry. What actually am I waiting for? Am I waiting for a symbol to believe that I can? Am I waiting for a partner in order to believe that I'm loved? Am I waiting for some symbol, some synchronicity, some sign to then trust that I can act, to actually believe that I have the capacity to do it? Or are you going to demonstrate that infinite creative power that is your true self here and now, and to take that step forward when you don't see a step to land your foot on? Are you going to move forward into the unknown, into that void, into that abyss that is just fear? Are you going to allow yourself to move through that fear, move through that doubt, move through that sense of insecurity? Are you going to allow yourself the conviction and the faith in who you are, into all that's possible? It is a choice. Are you choosing to create, or are you choosing to wait, to hesitate, to procrastinate, to postpone, to wait for something in order to believe? But you see, that's that old saying, I'll believe it when I see it. Couldn't be further from the truth. For when you believe it, you will see it. And you can take it one step further, because when you know who you truly are, when you realize your true self, nothing is off limits to you. And that is what you always already are. We just create this illusion that we're getting there. We create this forgetting that we're not yet that, or that we're somehow separate from that, or that we need to earn our worth, deserve that. When in fact, you are that, playing this game with yourself, only to wake up and remember that you always already have been that. And so, what'll it be? The choice is yours. Be the creator, or be the consumer. Be at the receiving end. Be at the mercy of some creator that is outside of you, whether it's your circumstances, whether it's life, whether it's your partner, whether it's your boss, whether it's God, all of which are merely symbols of your psyche, which you have outsourced responsibility to. And when you reclaim that responsibility, then you reclaim the power that you have and are as the creator of your reality.